Okay, welcome everybody. I'll get started. A little bit about myself. I'm a nurse. I still work part-time, and I was introduced to this business about a year and a half ago. I did another company for about 8 years and had a really hard time growing that business. I was able to get customers, but I could not get a team. And when I was approached about this company, all to do with health and wellness, I jumped in. After 3 days of hearing it for the first time. And it's just been amazing. So, and what I love about it, you can see the two hands there. We all work together, even though we're not tied. Some of us are not tied in the business per se or earning money from each other, anything like that. But we all help each other grow and succeed and win. So I just love that. Better together, that's our tagline. And I just love this business. So we are your wellness partner, your business partner, and your lifestyle partner. We have products. We have probably, well, about 100 that we have access to. We're business partner. You can do anything from your phone and Wi-Fi. You can work from anywhere. I know Lori right now is in Ontario. Her son's getting married and she's working her business from her phone. And your lifestyle partner, we can earn trips all over the world. I just earned a trip to Punta Cana, and I'll talk about that. That's just one of the 8 ways we get paid. So it's pretty incredible. And like I said, yeah, you live healthy, you make money, and you can see the world. It's nice when you can write off these trips and a lot of the things that go with it. So, and being a nurse, and you don't have to be in the medical field, but the backed by science, that was really important to me. And it's nature collaboration. They look at actually the soil products are grown in your Tahitian noni, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. Precision nutrition, like our optimals. They're almost clinical doses and solutions that last right to expiry date and guaranteed, tested, and proven. So, and like I said, with the soil, they look at the soil, high quality products with the raw ingredients, and our scientists and doctors, we have lots of medical boards, and they look at all the essentials. They're handpicked good, right to your plate and right to your homes. So they care so much about our health, and they want us to live a longer and healthier and more productive life. So like I said, with our supplements and a lot of our products, they go right to the details, right to all the ingredients. And we said, do your research compared to what you're currently buying, if it's at Costco or Superstore, just compare and you can see the big difference. You're going to notice a lot of the health food stores, it's not regulated. So they can say a lot of things, but what's actually in them, you really want to do your research. Just lost my cursor. And you can see we have products from anything from your detox to your gut health to kids' health, weight management. I won't go through them all, but we have access to all of these products. And chances are you're already currently buying some of these products. As a brand partner, we get wholesale pricing for these products. So really important to start looking after your health, and don't wait until you're diagnosed with something to start pedaling backwards. Do it now. Prevention is key. I'm still working in the hospital. I work in community, and I see what poor health choices and sedentary lifestyle does. People are still alive, but it's like they've given up. They don't move. They eat the crap that's out there, and all you have to do is look around at the grocery stores, the gas stations, and there's hardly anything really healthy to eat unless you make it yourself, pack your own food or your own lunches. And you don't even know what you're getting when you're ordering out in a restaurant. So really, it takes work, right? But you really have to take that time and start being proactive about your health. I used to think everything on the shelf must be good. It wouldn't be out there, right? If it's for sale. It's like they want you to be sick, huh? So, and like I said, our products are guaranteed, tested, and proven. We go way above and beyond when it comes to your health. And they do lots of third-party testing and efficacy and multiple stages in journey from where the products are actually produced and picked and right to the facility, the FDA facility, and like I said, right to the expiry date. So we have a wellness council, an athletics council. This is our scientific advisory board. Dr. Ray Strand, I've met him a few times now. He's written about 8 books. He just wrote another one, Healthy for Life, I believe. I don't have it yet. But, and he says anybody can release the weight, but the biggest win is keeping it off. So, and it's true. I mean, I've seen it. A lot of people, and I didn't get into this for really the weight loss. I got into it for more energy, better sleep, just mental clarity, and I could see all the people I could help. So I kind of saw more the business side when I jumped in, and yeah, I mean, and like you said, it's prevention and key. It's the food. It's the food we're eating is a lot of it, and you add in a little bit of exercise. And we don't claim to cure, diagnose disease. So just know that, and everybody's results are different. You have to follow low glycemic foods, and what they're noticing is like that type 3 diabetes we're seeing more and more. It used to be more of a middle-aged thing, but we're seeing kids as young as 8 years old that are being diagnosed as type 3 diabetes. It's just their diet. You can see you can see what parents are feeding their kids, and you can just have a look around and you can see how many people need our products. And people will come to you once they know you're selling these products or into this health and wellness business. They're actually going to come to you for more information. And Brett West, he's in our research director of research and development. I've met him in Utah. Alberta, Dr. Penier, he developed our probiotic, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. And I believe he was a brand partner at one time. Barbara Cox-Lovesey, she was actually Canadian, and she was an Olympic athlete in figure skating, I believe. And she's our senior director in health and nutrition. And she is tiny. I met her again in Calgary, and she's just a ball of energy. So we are attracting Olympic athletes. We are attracting physicians, occupational therapists, a lot of people in the medical field. Like I said, you don't have to be in the medical field to do this business or to see the importance of what we have and what we can do to change a lot of people's lives, not just in their health, but financially too. We are in 7 multi-billion-dollar categories, from energy drinks to skincare to foods to like your weight management. So there is something for everybody. This is our Tahitian Noni, and one of our founders, John Wadsworth, he was a brand partner for Tahitian Noni for years, and he grew that to worldwide, actually. And what's nice is the soil it's grown in, volcanic ash, and it grows year round. It's the fruit, the iridoids in it that is so good for your immunity. And we say, around flu season, any time of year, I always have some in the fridge. And sometimes we mix it with soda water. Was that what we were mixing, TL? Or was it the Elite? I can't remember when you were here last year, but Noni, and you have individual packets too that you can pack for your lunches or take on your trips. And it supports health and your cardiovascular system. You can see a lot of our products do work well together. Some enhance more results than others, but it helps boost your energy. And it is all around a really good drink. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get used to the drink. It's got a little bit different flavor, but it's kind of cool that one of our founders was on the ground working this business like we are. So he knows where we're coming from. He's so down to earth. MOA stands for Mother of All. It's got 36 superfruits, 8 medicinal mushrooms, helps reduce inflammation. My girlfriend Dana started this. She was just diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, and she takes this twice a day. It's good when it's cold. And she's on no medication for her rheumatoid arthritis, no pain, no joint pain, no inflammation, and she just swears by it. It's so good too. You can see it helps support your cardiovascular system too, helps with cognition and calms the mind. So that is our MOA and the little travel packet. Our Sugar Stop is another good one. They just revamped it. We've had it for a while, but they just revamped it. They have a nice mango flavor. We used to think it was on those days your cheat days, birthday parties, that kind of thing. But you can use it every day. It helps to keep you regular. It's got that psyllium in it, so um, there's nothing better than keeping your regular, right? So it helps block 40% of the sugars from starch-based foods, up to 20% of your table sugar blocks. So this doesn't work for liquid sugar like your pop. Helps you feel fuller and it supports a healthy weight. So if you're going to feel fuller, your chances are you're not going to eat as much. I like to take it before my biggest meal. Some people take it in the morning. You just kind of you do what works for you. I started on the shakes. I love shakes. I was always a shake person, so I love the shakes, and I mix all four of these together. Our Pure Nourish is kind of our base one. It's got 18 grams of pea protein. It's low in carbs and sugar. And our Power Boost, we have great recipes that incorporate both of these shakes, the Pure Nourish and the Power Boost, the chocolate one. So good. Our Giving Greens, my husband's a very fussy eater, and I know he's getting his vegetables when he has this. So it's got 2.5 pounds of vegetables in every serving. And like I said, even in the grocery store, you eat vegetables, you really don't even know how much you're getting these days. You don't know what they're sprayed with. I measured out 2.5 pounds, and I don't know if I'd eat that many vegetables in a week. And you're getting that in every serving. It's just 2 little scoops. The Beauty Boost is really good too, and I have to share a recipe. One of these days, I made a good mixed nuts recipe with the Beauty Boost. So great for your hair, skin, and nails. And a lot of people swear with the Beauty Boost and the Vanilla, it helps to tighten up that skin, especially if you release a fair bit of weight. You can have that loose skin, and the combination of the two is good. And even by itself, the Beauty Boost, I haven't tried it by itself, but I hear it's really good for a summer drink. We have recipes for these, for I think the Noni and the Elite, great recipes for them too for the summer. Briefly, I'll go through these. I know we're kind of strapped for time. Detox or Restorix is our detox, and they suggest taking it every season, so 4 times a year. And then sometimes in between, because it's not just from the foods you're getting, it's from the air you're breathing, the water you're drinking. And when you have toxins in your cells, your fat cells, it hangs on to those fat cells. So once you release that, things just tend to fall off. And sometimes if you stall in your journey, sometimes you need to detox. And I usually suggest it if you don't do it your first month, starting on the drops, that you may want to look at this for your second month. And just mix it with a plastic or a wooden spoon. Your liquid collagen noni is really delicious. So that's just an individual dose there. Your probiotics got a slow release. Like I said, just do your research. If you're currently using a probiotic, this has a slow release, so it goes right to your gut where you want that healthy bacteria, not digested in your stomach with your enzymes, where a lot of them, I think, get digested. So that's really good. And we know your gut is your second brain. We really need to take care of that gut with the probiotics and the prebiotics. The Elite is really good for your brain, support your brain, and hormone and beauty. And I'm a huge advocate for mental health and suicide prevention. And I find if if you've got some depression or if your mood is low, anything to help lift you up and bring you out of that. I mean, life's too short. We need to really help each other. And this is just a little sleeve that you add to 16 ounces of water. I like it a little stronger. I usually add it to a glass of water, and it's delicious, and it just changes your water. It changes your water for the day. And I mean, you can take it anytime. A lot of times they suggest in the morning or early afternoon to take the Elite, but I love the Elite too. So Renew is another one I take every night. And people take it earlier in the morning. It's great for mental clarity. And if you've heard Michelle McKay's story, uh, her mom was diagnosed at 55, died at 62 of Alzheimer's. And what we're realizing too with type 3 diabetes is one of the leading causes of Alzheimer's, heart disease, stroke, circulatory issues, diabetes, high blood pressure. So if you can avoid all that, right, with your type 3 diabetes or your insulin resistance. Anyways, with her Renew, she was noticing some issues with the brain fog. Her doctor had put her on antidepressants, ADHD medication, hormone pellets, and thyroid medication. And it wasn't until she actually was losing her way home, driving one time, she reached out to a girlfriend, and she started on the Renew probably almost a year before she started on the drops. And within 3 days, she said her brain fog was gone and it never returned. With the other medication she was given, it would go away but come back. And Renew was great, helps with sleep. It gives you, helps calm you, but doesn't give you that drowsiness the next morning. And you can see it helps with libido, helps with reducing your body fat, increasing lean muscle. And Michelle's competitive tennis player, and people were asking her what her arm exercise, she's so defined in her arms now with the Renew, and helps increase that human growth hormone. As we get older, I think in the late 30s is when you start decreasing that amount. So it's nice that you can increase that human growth hormone. And that's another sleeve you add to a drink of water, half a glass, depending how much water you want to have before bed. A Vanali is a great one for hair, skin, heart, eyes, skin, and lungs. It's great for people with asthma. People are coming off their puffers, COPD. And like I said, this, even by itself or with the Beauty Boost, is really good for people who have released a lot of weight and they get that skin, that tightening. I know Brenda from Lethbridge, she released 100 pounds and she hasn't needed any surgical intervention or anything for that loose skin. Everything's tight, which is incredible, and helps promote your brain health. And it's got that collagen production. It's got that grapeseed extract. And, you know, we talk about that oxidative damage as we get older, kind of like a metal pipe with the rust inside. That's what's happening inside our body. So if you can protect that oxidative damage, it's just going to shine from the inside out, right? You're going to get that glowing complexion and that amazing skin. So I want to introduce you to my girlfriend, TL here. I got a picture. Look at that. TL. Oh my God. We met, last, I don't know, February, March, when I went to BC for your little, I guess it was a mini little convention you guys had. I had just joined in January.
Yeah.
TL, and we are not connected in business, but boy, I just love this girl.
Soul sisters.
Yeah, you came and did an event for me in my home. We didn't even know each other. You came to Edson when Shelley was hosting something. You had met
Yeah.
Michelle. So you grew up in a small town, Ashcroft. She loves to compete, speed swimming, figure skating. She did lots of MLMs with makeup makeups, and then she found this new technology. You're going to be talking about that a little bit more, the Sincerity, the world's only breathable barrier. But after a terrible accident, you were a personal trainer, so maybe fill us in a little bit about your story. And you're with us now. Like how did you get to where you are?
Michelle, sexy. Thank you so much. Yes, I love Sincerity. It is the world's only breathable barrier that mimics skin. And that's one of the most incredible things that it creates a new category. It sets a new precedent. There's nothing else like it on the market. It's not a gel serum or any kind of moisturizer. The magic is in the bottle because it creates this barrier over your skin and allows your skin to trap and stop transecdermal water loss. And if you love having a flawless palette and you want to grow old but never look your age, then this is the product for you. So this is our good friend, Shelly, and I asked her to do the face off challenge. So you roll half your face for 3 nights and take pictures. So this is her results. That's how fast you can retain and recover your moisture in your skin. And that's really the analogy. Think of it like a grape, nice, firm, plump, juicy grape, or a raisin, something that's wrinkly and dried out. Well, your skin cells get like that. So that's the science behind Sincerity. So it prevents that transepidermal water loss, which is TEWL, but not like a Band-Aid of latex that would stop the oxygen from reaching your skin and creating this beautiful hydration. It allows oxygen to go through. So the little pictures on the bottom left hand, you can see a little half moon going across. The divot is the wrinkle, the half moon is the roller ball, and the water inside of the 3 layers of our skin automatically comes up to the dermis, smooths out your skin. And when you peel off, because it's a nighttime product, I just want to say that straight up, it's coming off and hopefully it looks like Thriller in the morning because it's going to look like skin peeling off and your skin underneath is dewy, fresh, and baby smooth. And those are remarkable results with Shelly.
And I love how you compared it to a cake, the different
Oh, yes.
of the skin, right? Yeah,
Yes.
I love
Well,
that.
and you can see the picture, the final picture. There is those 3 layers. So the top layer is the dermis, and then there's the second part to the cake, which is the spongy part, and that's where all of our cells live and the moisture. And then the bottom part is where the nerve endings and the collagen gets made. So it works together in order to keep the density and firmness to your skin. So if you are struggling, I used to have a turtleneck or a turkey neck or a tube sock neck,
Yeah.
and it was wrinkly, all wrinkly and hanging down. And so if you are losing a lot of weight or you're changing your lifestyle and you're trying to like get healthier, but you don't like losing your elastin and collagen as you move into your 40s, 50s, 60s, and there's some ladies on here that I'm sure that are in their 70s, don't want to look their age. This helps reverse. And that's the other bragging right that Sincerity has is that it reverses sun damage because it superhydrates right from the bottom layers of the cake all the way up so that when you wake up in the morning, you wake up younger.
Wow. And you said it's the only product in the on the market that does this, right? With the breathable mask. That's
It
pretty
is
cool.
absolutely patented, and the person that invented it, Phyllis, and her son, they own Biomed. They still make it for us today, and they are the only manufacturers of Sincerity. No one else in the world has it. Oh, and there's Marlene's legs. I'm
Marlene, maybe you want to tell us what somebody asked me the
Yes,
other day,
I'll just preface this. I met Marlene at a women's event in Penticton. I was looking to market Sincerity after the terrible accident. And I noticed that she was scratching all the time. And so I just gave myself a stern talking and I said, get back in there and roll this lady because something's going on underneath her clothes. And Marlene, she did not know what rolled her. Go ahead, Marlene.
I just felt like someone had come from nowhere and just was all of a sudden reaching out and rolling me, and it was just the strangest sensation. But then I felt the relief, the coolness, oh, wait a minute, the itch is gone. And so TL and I sat for quite a while after everyone else had left. She had bottle, one bottle of this stuff. It was hard to get then because TL was just introducing it to Canada. So she took that bottle and she rolled my neck as we were in a public place. But so as far down as we could pull my shirt, she rolled. As far up as we could roll my sleeves, she rolled. As far up as we could roll my pant legs, she rolled.
Wow.
And the next morning, I got up and called her and said, how do I get more of this stuff? Because it made such a difference. That first picture was taken 6 weeks after I started using the Sincerity on my legs, arms, and body. And you can see how horrible it is. So imagine that 6 weeks worse. We didn't recognize the importance then of before and after pictures.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
but the other picture was, within 6 months, and my legs still look like that. My
Small
arms
leg.
still look like that. I can show them to people.
Wow.
It's clear. I do have breakouts. I grab my bottle of Sincerity
What is the
and I
condition?
roll,
What's the
and it's
condition,
gone. So yeah,
Arlene? Do you know what the condition is? Or somebody was
it's
asking.
eczema.
Oh, it's eczema.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Wow. Had you taken one when you first started, hey? Wow.
Can't even imagine. Now, I'm not sure I
Still.
would have let TL take a picture when
Yeah.
we first started, because I thought nobody wants to see that. It was so
Wow.
horrible. It was so awful. Nobody wanted to see that. And like I say, we didn't realize how important the
Mm,
before and after pictures were.
yeah.
Um,
Incredible.
Now we know, take a before picture, regardless of how embarrassing, how awful, how whatever it may feel, because look at the difference.
Yeah. Amazing. Thanks for sharing. And Carlita there, what does she have? The sunburn and
Sunburn.
massive rolling. Wow. That's pretty
Yes,
good.
sunburn. I mean, it should have blistered and probably peeled and all the rest of it. And yet, no, the magic of Sincerity. It has vitamin E and grapeseed oil in it. And the cooling effect is the medical grade acetone that cleans the skin perfectly pristine so that there's no bacteria underneath there. So even though her skin was super tender, it mimicked another layer of skin to protect. And then 2 nights later, with all that vitamin E and good stuff going in and all that extra moisture, did you know that you can lose up to a cup of water on your face overnight without this barrier protection? I mean, that's why we're aging, and that's why you can anti-age and never look your age if you use Sincerity. So the results are quick, fast, and for most people, they see a result in one night because their pores shrink on their nose and their cheeks. I mean, the product is absolutely outstanding. It's abtastic results.
Awesome. And we say with kids, you should consult or they can consult their pediatrician just to be sure that it's safe to use on
We
them.
have rolled acne
Mm-hmm.
and
Post-acne
baby
scarring. Yeah.
eczema and all the
Okay.
rest of it as well. So any dry, red, raw skin, I would say this barrier is totally safe. We've
Yeah.
rolled people for the last almost 2 decades, 17 years now.
Wow. Wow. Now, I don't know if you just want to go back right into the advantage. Do you want to?
Ah!
And I said you before and after picture.
Did you know this is the greatest diet secret ever? No company out there wants you to know about your internal thermogenesis, that we have two types of body fat, white fat, WAT, and brown fat, brown adipose tissue. And this one particular ingredient that is so secret, nobody's ever heard about it, is inside of Abvantage. And what is it? Grains of paradise. It acts like a natural thermogenesis. It's kind of like poking a bear when it's in hibernation to tell you to wake up. So when we're babies, we have a lot of this brown adipose tissue. It keeps us warm, keeps the baby happy. And as we grow older, we lose a lot of that brown adipose tissue. But we do have some around our collarbone, around the back of our neck, and our spine. And that's why cold plunges got so all the rave, because it was activating that brown adipose tissue. But if you don't want to jump in a cold tub or a cold shower or whatever, just take Abvantage because you're going to get abtastic results. This stuff is absolutely incredible because it's no jitters, no caffeine. It doesn't increase your heart rate or give you any kind of nausea because it works internally based on thermogenesis that you naturally have inside of you. Just like your own body's natural moisture factor, you have the capability to burn off white fat. And the thing about white fat too, Michelle, you already know this, but white fat is not just a storage fat. It's actually an active and it can become a disruptive hormonal part to your. So if you're struggling with a lot of weight around your middle, you need this product. This is such a great design because it helps you internally um, without any complications because it's a spice and it's been around for a millennium. They use it in a lot of Asian and African dishes because it's kind of like a cardamom taste. And so it's very powerful. Grains of Paradise, look it up.
You got it on, oh, and there's, Dr. Ray Strand is just saying how this adipose tissue right around the midsection can affect, right? Your internal organs, your vital organs. So, and it's a killer fat, they refer it to. So very important. Pairs really well with our drops.
Yes.
And you take it twice a day with your meals, hey? Oh, there's Tika.
There it is. Smooch your pooch. Look at that before and after picture. Okay, so struggling, going through menopause, perimenopause, all kinds of stress, lots of stress. And we know how dangerous if your cortisol is out of whack and you're not sleeping, how that belly fat just starts accumulating. And doesn't matter if you walk beside lettuce and don't eat it, it gets attached to like your fat cells. You can smell a donut and put on calories and weight. That's what was happening with me after so many years of not sleeping properly and so much stress in my life. My middle just kept getting bigger and bigger. Add in Abvantage and voila, abtastic
Yeah,
results. This is in 18 days and I could not believe it. So do take before and after pictures because
yeah,
that is just the nasty of smooching your pooch.
yeah. And we suggest too, if you can measure and do the weight, the weight alone is not enough because sometimes you don't see the needle move.
Yeah.
You
Or
see
you can't get in
different.
your jeans, or you try and
Yes,
put on your
yeah,
jeans, you can't do
yeah.
them up. Well, those are my favorite jeans. And yeah, less than, a month, 30 days, I have my jeans back on. I'm so excited.
Awesome,
Yes.
awesome. So we're rolling right into our drops, our day and night drops that just launched in Canada, beginning of July. So they're really easy to remember to take. You're taking the day drop 3 times a day. And do what works for you. They say you can take it 10, 15 minutes, even half an hour before you eat. You can take it 5 minutes before you eat with a glass of water. It's whatever works. And then night drop an hour or two, even half an hour. I think you can take it before bed. So, so much easier I find than the ones we were taking before. But you can see it helps support your glucose metabolism, and help to metabolize your nutrients. Yeah, and we say just give us 28 days. Follow the low glycemic foods, no sugar, no wheat, no dairy, and you're going to see a difference combined with the drops. It's going to just um, amplify your results, right?
I
So,
just want to showcase one particular
mm,
amino acid that potentially nobody's really talked to you about, and that's L-theanine, and that's in the night drops. And why is this so important is because it helps calm your mind. So if you're one of those people that have got like your computer tab open and you've got like 400 tabs open and you go to sleep and you feel like your brain is exactly like that. It's got every tab open. You're looking, you're shopping, and you're remembering and you're writing down lists and all the rest of it. You can't put your mind off. L-theanine is one of those incredible amino acids that help calm the mind, calm the system, and help put you to sleep. And I actually take it in my horizontal office. So I'm already in bed horizontal,
Oh,
and I just drop the dropper and then I roll and have the most incredible beauty sleep. So this stuff is absolutely record changing, because if you're not getting any rest and proper sleep, then it's going to be really hard for you to have a metabolism to carry you forward for the day. And what Dr. Plant actually mentioned too is that if you have a poor sleep, then when you wake up in the morning, you're 40% more likely to eat bad sugar, carbs, and all the rest of it. So you actually sabotage your day before you even get out of bed. If you add in the day and night drops, and especially the night drops, it will change the way that you feel about your stress level and how you can handle your new routine and get yourself active and participating into real food and eating. And that's one of the reasons why I love this program so much, is that I'm thinking of LA Weight Loss and all the rest of them. It's all packaged food. And this is the one that we're going to teach you how to do recipes, shop properly, and make real wholesome organic food. Michelle,
mm.
that party that you hosted, those were the best freaking cookies. They were just amazing. And they were on plan.
They're all program approved, everything. Yeah, when we do an event, it's all program approved foods. And another thing too with the drops, what was I gonna say? Yeah, you're just when you sleep good too, you're more apt to add in some exercise. If you're really tired, you're dragging, you're not gonna go for a walk, right? Or do any exercise. So it helps you with that mobility too, that you're gonna, and that's what's different about this business is it helps you to feel good, and then you're more apt to read what you're putting in your body, read the ingredients, make a healthier meal, go for a walk, rather than what diets promise, that you're going to lose weight and then feel good. So that's what's special about this company and our products. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, your liver has to do so many functions while you sleep and get you on track as a metabolic burner. And if you don't get that rest, your liver doesn't get all of that glucose handled. And so then you get up and you're behind the 8 ball. But the best way to get yourself set up is is to is to reevaluate which habits are not working for you and what habits you need help with.
Yeah.
And with this system, we have so many coaches like Michelle and the team and Marlene and Lori, and everybody is here to help you get the big win.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome, awesome. And you're going back, and we don't call it a diet. Diets don't work and they're just temporary, but you're going back to how you were raised, simple food,
Yeah.
not all these packaged and processed foods. You don't even know half the time what you're putting in your body when you're looking at the ingredients. So I mean, we've got some incredible before and afters, and I've met a lot of the people that I'm posting about. There's me. See,
Yay.
twins. I didn't have, and I've always had a bit of a pooch, but much better now. But it was about 9 pounds, 7 inches in about 7 weeks. Like I said, I wasn't really, I mean, my clothes fit so much better. It's incredible what 5 or 10 pounds would do. And you don't want to say just 5 pounds, that's all I release. But like I said, I was noticing a lot of people who needed this. And my husband, he released 15 pounds in 2 weeks, and then in 11 weeks, he released 30 pounds. And it's the lifestyle. It's the foods. He works out of town. He cooks his own meals. He always makes sure he gets a kitchenette now, and he's not eating lunches with the guys, because they order in the pizzas and that kind of stuff. He knows what he needs to do. Summer was tough last year. He went off, but he knows he needs to get back on because a lot of it is related to the food, right? You got to add in that exercise. But he's loving the shakes. He does the shakes all the time. So, and the thing is, he had a couple of scares, with his heart and arrhythmia and positive fit tests, that kind of stuff. So that was almost a wake-up call. I need to do something. You just turned 60. Don't wait.
Mm.
Don't wait for a diagnosis. Everything was fine, thank goodness. But look after yourself now. People spend more money on their vehicles than their own body that needs to last a lifetime, right? So
Or the fridge. People spend 10 grand on a fridge and it just keeps food cold. That blows me away.
we might have one of those fridges.
There's your new line. I have a $10,000 fridge. Of course, I'm going to spend good food, buy good food to put in my very expensive
Yeah.
Sub-Zero fridge.
There's Valerie. She's from Victoria Island. She released 42 pounds in 3 months. She won the Slenderize Challenge back in 2018.
Yes.
I mean, these people have kept the weight off. That's the biggest win. Like Dr. Ray Strand said, like incredible. And you can see all in the right places, right? Her waist, her hips. And like we said, so important to take that before picture and measurements. There's Dr. Crystal Vance. She's I want to say a physiotherapist. Am I wrong? Yeah,
Pyro, I think.
physio. Huh? Physio. Okay. She had a clinic. And I mean, like she said, being a physician, she should know better. But that addiction is so great. That sugar addiction, huh? We're saying it's worse than cocaine addiction. She released 163 pounds, 80 doing something else, and then the other 80 was with our Slenderize program. She sold her business and now she works with Partnerco full time. And I was just with her in Punta Cana. I met her a few times now. This is Suzanne. Actually, she was just out at my place on the weekend. She's a brand new brand part. I don't know if she's on here, but she just announced that she released 52 pounds. She's just incredible.
Wow.
You can just see in the face. She's had lots of trauma in the past and she just kind of let herself go. And boy, oh boy, what a difference this is making for her. Just the self-esteem and the boost. She sold her first set of drops and she's actually seriously considering doing this business, but she just needs to, take her time. There's Lori. I mean, she's released over 40 pounds. She's just in Ontario for her son's wedding. She bought a new dress and she is just crazy on social media doing reels and stuff like that. She lost her job just after she had joined this business, and this has been a great income to do. And she actually does gardening for people, and she's on her hands and knees 3 and 4 hours. She's in her
Wow.
60s. I think she's 63, and she said she should be really aching and in a lot of pain, but she just can't believe the energy she's got. And she's always running around with her grandkids. So this is Joanne, my sister-in-law. She's married to my brother who's a farmer. So I saw her struggle for years up and down, you do all the diets and everything. And she, it was difficult when you're out in the field and stuff like that, but she was able to release the weight. I don't know a total now. Mita's always on doing lives, and she just released 18 pounds and 14 inches. And that's her before and after. And she just had a live blood analysis, and she couldn't believe what her results were. So she's just loving it. Brenda from Lethbridge, she wanted to release 30 pounds in 6 months, and she released 100. Actually, she's released 100 pounds in 6.5 months. Full-time hairdresser, still working, doing this business on the side. Incredible. And Shelley, who didn't want to do the business, joined for the wholesale pricing. And, when she started posting results and all the people coming to her asking what she's doing and how much the drops were and everything like that, she decided, okay, I'm doing the business. And she's in Nova Scotia. What did she paid off her mom's mortgage? She bought some land there. They're putting a mobile home. She was there for 4 months last summer, didn't gain a pound, eating on that shellfish and lobster and stuff. It's unbelievable. She's there for a couple months. And yeah, she's just loving her life. And because of this business, it's created another stream of income and it's really helped her. So we said it's your lifestyle. We're your lifestyle partner too. You're earning trips. People are earning $10,000 bonuses where the company will match. When you get to a certain level, they will match that with 15% and put it in a savings bonus. And when it reaches 10,000, and that's 10,000 US for us Canadians. So that's a pretty nice check. And you know, the trips, like I said, I just earned a trip to Punta Cana after being in the business for just over a year. I mean, you're treated like royalty. It's pretty incredible. And the owners are there with their families and their kids, and it's really special. And you get to meet so many people who are all, you know, doing the same thing. You're all on the same wavelength, and everybody's just wanting to help each other get healthy and help everybody around us. So yeah, just think some of the top leaders just came back from Bali. I know last year they went to Tahiti, and yeah, if you can, and what's one of their lines now? Work as an adventure, which is pretty cool. You can do this anywhere, right? They're the owners, the two founders, best friends. They're neighbors in Puerto Rico, Darren Zobrist and John Wadsworth. And Darren, maybe you can help me, but he Harvard, he went to school in Harvard, I believe. And I think he was in accounting, but then he opened a grade tuna fish company. Anyways, he sold it. He was helping a lot of fishermen change their lives. And that's when he realized that's what he wanted to do, is change people's lives and make a difference. And John was with Tahitian Noni, and that's during COVID. There was lots of issues, and he approached his best friend, and they bought a number of companies and created Partnerco. It's only been together for 2 years in February, and that's why we're in so many countries, over 50, almost 60 countries, and we have access to almost 100 products. So, and for a brand new company that's debt-free and has the best compensation plan, it's incredible. And like I said, doing another business before, seeing a lot of other businesses that are folding. You know, this is not just an income for your kids or the next generation. It's for 100 years. They're creating it for 100 years. You can see how many bottles have been sold. Our goal now is to get it into hands of, or sell 1 billion bottles. That's Michelle's goal. Michelle McKay, we're in 50 countries, over 50, and you can see all the noni that's been sold. I believe in most of the countries they have the Tahitian noni, not necessarily the drops, but the Tahitian noni. You can see our social life, very healthy, #1 compensation plan, getting paid in 8 different ways, and lots of awards. They're winning awards all the time. And there's other countries. You just have to change the flag and see what country we're in and what products they carry there. I won't go over all this, but the matching bonus I talked about, there's new volume bonus, and then lifestyle trips. Everything you need. You get a replicated website, your back office, Partnerco share app, swag, a winning tools, and they do a connect events. PXP is coming up in Dallas. We just had our big connect event in Calgary. Canada is growing right now. A lot of people are starting to hear about what we have and really interested in the business side of it. So right now with the drops on the ground, and I need to change the bottles. It's actually the day and night drops. We can sell them on the ground now, which is cool. You can have them in salons, esthetician offices, that kind of thing. And you can buy a 4-pack and sell 3 boxes and get yours for free, and you can actually make a profit. So yeah, and you can go bigger. You can, I mean, going ultimate in your first 4 Fridays is usually the goal. You're getting the best compensation. So that's 3 10-packs. And then you can keep one, sell the other 29, and you can see your profit there. So truly amazing company, and we're so excited to have this on the ground with us. Oh, we've got a couple minutes. TL, did you want to add anything before I go to Sunny?
No, I would like to hear Sunny's story. I just
Oh,
want to say that the business opportunity is a low entry of
oh,
just $40 Canadian to get started. It is like a turnkey business. You tailgate all the infrastructure. They do all the shipping, handling, processing, credit cards, all of the exchange, IT information, uploading all brand new PDFs, videos, all of the strategies behind boards, the share app, all of that is done for you. All you need to do is be a chatty cat like Michelle. And now Sunny, because she has an incredible story and I can't wait to hear it.
It's plug and play. Yeah, I've never seen anything this easy actually to do. So thanks for adding that, TL. Yeah, it is 39.85 with tax, and it's not 3,900, $39. Yeah. So thanks for clarifying that. Very easy. And that's a one-time fee. It's not a membership that you have to pay every year. So Sunny, if you can unmute, if you don't mind, I know I'm putting you on the spot. If you don't mind just telling us a
You
little.
just love doing that to me.
I know, we've done it a few times. You get really good at your story.
Yeah, I guess so. I posted my testimonial yesterday, and I've had a few people send me private messages that they're interested. So it's it'll be interesting to see how it goes.
Mhm.
I started on June the 30th taking the drops. I had gotten them from Michelle, and I paid retail because I didn't know if I
220.
I was a little hesitant, you know. I've tried several different products over the years to try and lose weight and get healthy and all that stuff. And nothing seemed to be working for me. And I had basically given up on the idea. But I'm waiting on knee replacement surgery. And I knew I had to reduce my weight before the surgery so that it would be successful. Speaking of surgery, I just had my cataract surgery last Thursday, and I started driving on Monday, this Monday, just got
Wow,
by. So it went really well.
good.
Um, so
How
yeah,
much have you released?
I've been on a walking cane this time for about 6 years. Uh, when I was in my 30s, I I had my daughter when I was 36, and I started feeling unwell and exhausted all the time after I had her. And it took them about 10 years to diagnose me with fibromyalgia. So I've been dealing with um, being unwell for many years now. And so the last 6 years, I've been on a walking cane. And of course, psychologically, that makes you feel old, no matter what age you are. And I'm not that young anymore. Um, so
Sure.
I had been seeing my physiotherapist for a few months, and he was helping me a bit, but I was still on the walking cane. And I started taking the drops. And 3 days after I started taking the drops, I quit using my cane. I noticed the inflammation is down. I normally have inflammation everywhere, and it's really reduced quite a bit. And my energy level is, I'm not jumping off the walls or anything, but I'm able to be more active. I was exhausted all the time, no matter, because I wasn't getting good night's sleep. I would wake up in a 5 or 6 hour period. I would wake up 2 or 3 times. So um,
Wow.
I started on the drops, and then about a week ago, I got my new package with the noni and the what's it called, moa,
Mm-hmm.
and the renew. So I started taking them, and that was funny. The moa, I mentioned to Michelle that it had a bit of a bite to it, and she says, "Oh yeah, put it in the fridge and it'll be better."
Is
And
it?
Michelle, I'm really liking it now. So, but I keep one in the fridge all the time so that when I'm ready to take it,
Yeah.
it's good. Yeah. So, and I've noticed a difference in my sleep since I started taking the Renew. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for sharing. Well, I'm probably gonna, let me just stop the recording here if I can find it. Oh. Ah. Yeah, I can't find it. I don't, oh, here.